Well, I'm so excited that I'm getting to talk to SM6. Could you guys tell me? I know how I would describe your sound, but how do you guys tend to describe it?
I think you,
I think we're gonna say the same thing. We're kind of pop rock.
I think we'd be
Yeah.
labeled as pop rock. I mean,
Yeah.
there's definitely elements of pop in our music, but I think it's very important for us that the band comes through above all else.
Yeah.
And that's like whenever we're writing our music, that's what we keep in mind. I'm curious to hear what you think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I felt. I saw that you guys, I looked into your music and I listened to some of the songs, so I definitely agree. Um, there's an electro pop buzz to it.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
Who are some of your musical influences?
Well, from a beginning, I would say 5 Seconds of Summer was a big influence to us. We've always wanted to sound kind of like, we've always liked the punk and the rock that they have, but we've kind of turned into the pop rock, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I would say 5 Seconds of Summer is one of our biggest influences.
Yeah.
You guys have the new song Generation Heartbreak coming out here shortly. Talk about the story behind it.
Yeah, well, when I wrote that song, I was sitting in my tiny bedroom with a little keyboard, and I was just sitting there and I was just thinking about love and how it's just not what it used to be. And I felt like there's not that many songs out there that kind of talk about that, and that talk about the simplicity of love and how it's just not what it used to be. And so I was like, I really felt like there needed to be a song about that people, because I feel like a lot of people can relate to that.
Of course, it's a very timely track, and I think that you guys are going to be receiving a lot of fan feedback quickly once you guys share it here shortly on February 3rd. I know it's coming up. How are you guys going to celebrate the release?
We're talking about a toast. There's going to be a live released that we're going to do on TikTok.
Yeah.
But we're going to get some non-alcoholic drinks for little ones and
apple
juice myself.
Yeah. Apple juice.
Cranberry if we're feeling, a little edgy.
Yeah, traditionally we always like to count down to the song, and then we before
cool.
that we kind of like we play it for the fans too before, like a few minutes before it comes out.
But we'll make ourselves some hors d'oeuvres and some drinks.
Every time we would release a song, we usually actually make pancakes at night.
Yeah.
So
The night before.
Yeah.
What a way to celebrate, my goodness. Will there be a video to accompany the song, or are you guys going to work on that?
At the moment, there's no plans, but we're kind of just playing the whole thing by ear, and whatever happens.
Yeah, we would love to have one, but
sure. For the time being, no.
Okay, so we won't hold our breath, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. There's a happy medium. What's your songwriting process? Do you all tend to need music before you can create lyrics, or is there not always the same writing process?
It's, you know what?
Lock away as well in your bedroom. It's literally through the door.
It's literally different every time, but it usually stems from me with an idea. But it always starts different, whether it starts with the music or the lyrics. It's different every time with the idea when it comes to me. But then it's usually I come up with the idea and then I bring it to the band, and I present it to them. I pitch it to them to see if they want to write it, continue writing it as a band.
And then we build it.
Yeah. So I'm always okay, I'm ready to perform this.
And it's usually like a melody, or it's like a chord progression, or it could be something simple, and then we just we build it up from
anything, just some type of idea.
Yeah.
We build on it.
Oh, so it's not like a voice note after you've come out of the shower and it's hit you like a
I've had those, but I usually have to develop the idea a little more, and then I bring it to everyone else.
Okay.
Say, what do you guys think?
Fully flesh it out before you let them experience it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then how much of a hand does the band tend to have on the production side of your music?
It's definitely a collaborative effort, I think, because we go in with all these ideas, and then our producers who are amazing. They have their own ideas, and we say this is the vibe we want to go for. And for the music we've been recording for 2023, it was a very not early 2000s, but kind of like that.
Yeah.
Catching like a Taylor Swift kind of like a feel.
One Direction.
One Direction.
Yeah.
And just with the storytelling and everything. And we both have these ideas and they just mesh really well together.
Yeah,
so
we've been lucky that they understand what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And it just happens to work.
It's very collaborative.
Lucky you guys. Hopefully it keeps going. I mean, I'll keep I knock on wood that everything continues. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And my goodness, Isabel, your song Panic was so personal and it resonated so many people. So your songwriting and your vulnerability seems to be very touching and very brave for you. What did it mean to you that your rawness was rewarded with such a connection from the fans?
It meant everything because it meant everything to me because as a songwriter, it's like all you want is for people to connect to your music, and it's a feeling of knowing you're not alone, but then also with them listening to the music also they know that they're not alone, and we're all just like this big family and we could all connect to these moments and these emotions. I don't know, it meant everything to me, and I'm so glad that so many people are able to connect and feel comfort in the song Panic.
With Generation Heartbreak coming out, I had to ask, will there be a full album or an EP in the works, or are you guys focused on singles for the time being?
We do have an album coming out in 2023. It's going to be the band's first album, so we're super excited. This is the first announcement, actually. So.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we could say anything, so just like waiting for one of them to spoil.
That's as far as I'll push, I promise. I'm so excited. You guys do have so many fans. You have quite a large following on all the various social media platforms. What does that mean to you, and why is that such an important way for you to connect with your fans?
It's so incredible to have this fan. I don't even use the word fan base because it kind of turned into like a family.
Yeah.
Everybody we've met when we've gone on tours, like they've started talking to each other, and it's like a giant community that we've built.
Yeah.
And I know someone that lives in North Carolina that's moving out to Anaheim, and they're going to be
roommates with someone they met because of us.
Yeah.
And so it's so cool because without social media, we would never be able to expand to such a far reach to all these people around the world. And I think it's just an amazing thing.
Absolutely.
And everyone is so like supportive of each other too in this like whole family. It's amazing.
So now there's more than 7 members of the band. You guys are all just one big family. It's so sweet. I really am so excited that so many people have resonated with the beautiful music you make. And is there a tour coming, or have you guys been thinking of performing at certain places nearby recently?
That is we're talking, there's no talks of a tour, but we are scheduling like some shows for 2023.
Yeah.
But everything is still up in the air.
It's in the works.
I think it's set in stone.
Yeah. So we were going to let everybody know as soon as we know, but we're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Where are some of your favorite places to perform?
Mall of America.
Yeah.
We haven't played in a couple of years, but the Rotunda we played on Christmas. Christmas.
We've played there several times.
Yeah, like 6 times I think.
Yeah.
We played at Mall of America in the summertime, but we've mainly gone like during Christmas time. And so they had like all the decorations up, and it's just such a great memory.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think like the first place we played at that was like out of state too for us as a band. Yeah, so I think that's why it was such a special connection to it, you know. So when we used to live in Illinois, we just played around there, but that was like the first out of state gig that we had, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you all love to collaborate with on a song in the future? I mean, Isabel may have something to say as a writer, but the band may have something else to say as performances.
I know there's a disconnect. So like, I know what we're gonna say and what you.
Well,
we have different opinions.
As a band, there's an artist that I want to collab with, but like personally, I would love to collab with Sabrina Carpenter. As a band, though, what do you?
As a band, we love Imagine Dragons. And some of the songs coming for 2023 have that vibe. There's like our music. There's like 2 sides of the coin. There's the slow ballads, and there's like the rock music, and then there's also kind of the darker toned stuff, like Imagine Dragons.
I think also would be really cool to collab with is AJR, because they're brothers. And I feel like that would be a really
I was going to suggest that was it reminds me of your sound. You have your own AJR.
Yeah. It would be cool because we've got like this rock element. They've got the pop electro. It's
it could be really interesting.
It could be really cool, I think.
Oh, I mean, you guys have to we'll work on it. We're manifesting it right now so that everything Well, who are you guys currently listening to right now as a band? Do you have songs that are on repeat for yourselves that kind of get you in the mood to perform, or songs that sort of are just ones that are earworms for you right now?
Okay.
I guess each of you should take a turn. I think that's fair.
I agree.
Well, I'm not a specific artist, but I've been listening to a lot of like 2010 music. I've been really like that, you know? So no like specific artist necessarily, just like a playlist of, you know, that's taking me back.
I'm a radio boy, so I go to the car and the radio's on, whatever's going on in there, I'll listen, but I don't get on Spotify too much or have I'm trying to branch off. Yeah. I'm working on it. It's an issue.
Next.
I'll go. I listen to a lot of Harry Styles music, so I like his music. Anyone else want to go?
For me, so I listen to like mostly cinematic scores and those that type of music. I am trying to branch out, but I find myself I'm kind of stuck to that kind of stuff.
I'm blocking Jack. There you go.
I'm kind of with George with the 2010 playlist, and what's that? I like Justin Timberlake. He's really good.
Yes. So good.
I listen to him a lot because he's very good vibes, you know, whenever you're just in the car.
Yeah, he's good for driving. He's good for performing. He's like, he'll amp you up for all situations.
Oh yeah. I love Taylor Swift as a writer, because she's just an amazing writer, and I love listening to her lyrics. And I've always had a thing for the Vamps. I love them.
What would you guys like to say to everybody who are supporters of the wonderful music that you make, whether they're family or people who are finding you now?
I want to thank them all for their patience, because we had not released a lot of music in the past 2022, but for 2023, we're hyper focused on getting a bunch of content out there, and we cannot wait for you to hear what we've created.